Hello and welcome to our course on Chatgpt. We were discussing about various prompt priming frameworks. But before I go to that, here we are back to our familiar platform.openai.com. Each time I visit their platform after a certain interval, I see that new features are being added. For example, earlier I said that ChatGPT is a language model and therefore both input and output are text only. However, at that time only I clarified that there are already other AI tools which can work with image, which can work with sound, music, etc. So even ChatGPT, now you can see its interface. Here it has added now speech to text, then it has added image generation, then it has added fine tuning, etc. Okay, so new features are being added. That is the reason why the course is presented to you as a live course, because this field is exploding so fast that even before course or a lecture is recorded, uh, sometimes it becomes out of date. Okay, so that is the reason why each lecture is kept small or micro sized. Now we talk about RTGCC prompting. RTGCC, here R stands for role, T stands for task, G for goal, C for context, other C for constraint, and let us its formula for this RTGCC framework. I will first paste the formula only, but we will not use that as a prompt, just so that you can read it. You are an expert of some rule. You have to write the rule, create result, or give it some task here. The goal is, here you write which goal you want to attain. Then the content is, give some context that for whom are you generating your content. And here you specify the constraints also, that how many words it should be limited to, or any other constraint which you like. Okay, let us take example, then these things become more clear. But the advantage of having one standard formula like this is that now you just have to plug in, depending upon your profession, various customized few words, and the prompt for your profession or your application is ready, and it will be a much better prompt compared to writing a simple one shot prompt or zero shot prompt. Okay, here I increase the maximum length first to around say 3600, and then I take an example, because example is the best way to understand any framework. So you are an expert marketeer. So here we are giving it some role. Create 5 emails for call of to action. So here we are giving it some task. The goal is to drive sales. So we are giving the ChatGPT some goal. Email are for my online audience of entrepreneurs, and the email should be friendly and it should be less than 200 words. Let us press submit, and you can see that it is generating the emails, and it has generated 5 emails. Hello entrepreneurs, and are you looking for easy way to increase sales for your business, and so on. So it is a call to sell. And of course, once you copy paste this, you have to modify things slightly, but a lot of labor is saved. Then I take another better example. So I reset this thing, refresh the web page. You also remember to do that whenever you are practicing on this platform, because if you want to practice two different prompts from two totally different domains, then it is better to erase the old memory of the model. Otherwise, it might give a random answer. Okay, this time we are saying you are an expert nutritionist. Create a 7 day meal plan for my 5 feet 7 inches client who is 40-year-old female, exercises 3 times week. The goal is to lose, not loop, but lose 1 pound of fat a week by being in good health and outing, not outing, but eating. These are also the text which is generated from audio so that you can see that some corrections you made. Eating the right amount of carbs, sugar, protein. She doesn't eat pork. So here we are specifying the constraint. And another constraint is that she can afford to spend maximum $200 per week on food. So you don't give exotic recipes or food plans, okay, which she cannot afford. Then we also tell it further that please include recipe, cooking direction, preparation time, etc. And breakfast, lunch, and dinner should be separated. Okay, so here you are giving it some RTGCC role. Then here you are giving it some task, create 7 day meal plan. Then here you are specifying the context and constraints. And let us try. Now you can see it is coming out with day 1, day 2, day 3. Of course, I forgot again to adjust this maximum length. So I can just refresh the page first and then adjust the maximum length. This thing you will have to do because of a heavy load on their servers. They have changed the default length. Perhaps you can change it from settings. I am not sure. But anyway, now this time it will give longer answer. And you can see that it is giving a nice answer. Okay. So you have your own dietitian. Of course, this example is from a Western context and non-vegetarian food is there, but we added a constraint that pork is not required and all that. This is one more point which I often want to make that many fear that ChatGPT will cause a loss of job, but can you imagine? Currently, it is trained mainly on English body of knowledge, and only maybe America or maybe some other major countries. But think about training it on for Indian diet, vegetarian diet, then uh, based on our budget in rupees rather than in dollars. So there will be other job where people will be asked to train the model customized to a particular nation or a particular ethnicity or a particular demographic group and so on. So jobs are lost, jobs are made. That's how it is. Thank you.